Alright, it is new build day, and well, they screwed up with test drive, and we can run the Gen 4 early, so that's cool. We are gonna go ahead and go try it out at Charlotte, Old Charlotte real quick, and then we will move on to some of the newer tracks. So, sound-wise, oh yeah, everyone was complaining that the sound was the same. Completely different sound. Let's go ahead and real quick, I feel like we are way too close. I tend to do this. Save car. I'll adjust it as I need to, but there we go. That feels a little better. Alright, so before we get out on track, let's just quickly look at the garage. All your normal stuff there. Do we have tape? We have race tape and qual tape. So they're sticking with that. Yeah, everything that you would think. So, no track bar adjustment for pit stop. Still don't have that. Oh yeah, this is a completely different sound. It's gonna sound similar, of course, but it is a completely different sound. It rotates into the corner. Feel the front end. Not super grip. Very tight, obviously. Speed's dropping quite a bit there. Lots of rotation on throttle, as you would expect. I'm guessing the car gets much harder to handle as the run goes, just because that's kind of how this new tire has been on all the cars. Feels easy, and then as you kind of melt things, that easiness goes away. Big wobble. Well, we're gonna find out what the damage model's like. Very disappointing damage model, as usual. Yeah, front bumper just falls off. We gotta start getting the deformation of chassis and all of that. So, it drives as you would expect. Let's go check it out at some new tracks or updated tracks. What tracks have they updated? Well, we know that Indianapolis NASCAR. Let's go just check that out. I'll pull it up on my phone on what they updated, because the initial list, they said that was getting updated. Partially wasn't and partially was, so they clearly had some miscommunication within their own internal communications, I guess. But Let's see. Oh yeah, we got New Atlanta, Indy, Iowa. Let's see if Indy setup loads up. Yep, okay. Well, that definitely looks completely different with the seats covered up there, the shell on the sides. The flags are actually working. The grass. I'm very surprised that whoa, that's a new building, isn't it? Nope. Not a next gen. Oh my god, this thing's gonna explode. There's definitely a feel when the car gets on the front end under braking. You can feel it in the force feedback. We got shell, we've got something else there. Restart area. No sponsors in it. So we don't have Geico all over the place, but maybe that's an event thing and not a test session thing now. $195. It's very easy to drive. I will say that. But that's good. Being easy to drive and being easy to be fast are two different things. I do think that it's going to probably be just like ARCA, where initially everyone is about the same speed on fixed set, just because it is much easier to drive.
129.
But going fast and keeping the tires on it is always going to start separating, but I feel like everyone is probably going to just be jammed up on each other. We won't know if they got super draft or not until we get out there with other cars. Let's take a look at the car. So you can already tell it's a little bit twisted here. The front end, not so much. It's obviously got the offset and everything, but not crazy like they got, or at least not like maybe the Chevys got more. Let's go take a look at the track real quick. Oops, that's gonna switch here. Let's go pit lane. So what has changed? We've got, I feel like, a lot more stands and stuff. We've got more of these stand covers. We've got lots of shadow issues. I feel like that building behind is definitely added in. I don't remember seeing it previously. We've got a TV on the infield I don't ever remember seeing. Do we have a dirt track sitting over here? I don't think we had this in previously. Now obviously it's not working, it's just there, but definitely don't think we had that in there. Yeah, and then I swear that this building is new. So, yeah, tracks actually, like when they said that this got updated, I was like, okay, sure. But it definitely has been updated. So, I wasn't expecting to even be able to notice, but it for sure has. So, let's go take a look at the next one, which will be Atlanta, and I'm going to refuse to call it anything other than that. Where is it alphabetically? There we go. So apparently no night lighting for all these new tracks, or it's not properly working. So we just got night lighting for New Atlanta, and now they've just taken it away. I don't know how I feel about these slightly tan press boxes here at Atlanta. Taking away the old look. Have they fixed this turn? Because that turn 1 hill was always broken. Damn. Looks like they haven't watered the grass on the front stretch. Hey, look at that. They've fixed turn 1 grass. Okay. Are the posts actually this close together at Atlanta? I feel like the fencing is extremely close together. Is that not, like, I guess at these speeds, you want some tighter, closer ones? I just feel like it looks like it's double what it should be, but you definitely get a enclosed feeling from them. Okay, driving this car here is sad, and just honestly, I probably am going to have bad luck the rest of the week for doing this combo. Great car on a shitty track this generation should never touch. Like Bill France is fading in a photo somewhere because of this.
34.14.
Okay, well, track still sucks, but hey, we got lines, inside lines faded a bit. We still got the dumb pit road entry there, and yeah, then we got the grass that looks like it's been raining for
31.834.
months on end. I don't know what's happening with the grass. Like, is that correct? Kind of looks like when it must be correct. We're just going with a very, I don't, is it supposed to be camo grass? Is that what they were going for? That was just weird. I mean, hey, looks more realistic, I guess, but it also looks like when you get straight lines like this, I don't know. Makes me think that there's a texturing issue, but we'll call it good. We've got sponsors all over the front stretch, so that's cool. Are these spaced this close together, though? Let me look up a picture. I'm sure they are, but I just... It just seems weird. Like, they seem so close together based off of everything else, but yeah, they are. Alright. Cool. Just had to check. Seemed really weird, but yeah, anything else that we need to see around here? We still got a pylon. Nothing else is really happening in the infield. There is some road course curbing. Could we possibly see? They still got the ditch over here down to the parking lot, and the, yeah, so maybe one day we'll see an update and be able to use the road course on the new version, but not a whole lot else has changed. Some signage on buildings outside of the track. But yeah, let's just get away from this because the Gen 4 should never touch this stupid track. Alright, what's up next? IRP. Very surprised to see IRP get the treatment. Happy though. That's a short track that it didn't really need it, but it's good that it got it, and it also means that it's going to be in the new NASCAR game, which obviously it should be. The truck's going there. But normally short track stuff like this is kind of, oh, well, it's good enough and no one's going to notice. Let's go see. So we got the 3D grass, which still the way iRacing does it is just very poor compared to most racing games, how they do the 3D grass. So got the low wall on the backstretch because it doesn't have any safer barriers. Stands are updated, they look good, the walls look good. Outside of the track, you got the big old tanks on the backstretch that have been there since I started watching Thursday Night Thunder with the midgets when I was a little kid. I don't even know if this has a setup in it or what we're on. I didn't look, but feels good. Feels like a race car on a racetrack, unlike what we just felt. Still feels really, really easy, but maybe that'll help people that are really, really bad at throttle control for a bit, but they will melt their tires because they're not going to instantly learn that you can't just smash and go. Yeah, so not as big of a change. I feel like the only thing that I'm really seeing that feels different, and it could just be all made up in my head, is seeing the wall behind the barriers is shorter, and I think we didn't have the 3D safer barriers on the old one, so it was all just a solid thing, but now you're seeing that it's empty behind the safer barrier until you get to the lower wall. I think that is something that I'm noticing, but we got the old road course, I believe, out this way. Is that the old road course? I don't remember. Yeah, we got a few tankers out here. And, oh, the drag strip. Drag strip's done up all nice. Was not expecting to see this much detail over here. And standing there, I'm assuming everyone knew about this one, but we got Steve and Dale, a young Steve. They don't have gray Steve in here. Maybe this, yeah, this is the road course over here. Yeah, the drag strip is kind of really done up more than I thought it would be. So, IRP, be a good Gen 4 track. Never will get it on the schedule, though. What do we got next? Iowa. I missed Iowa. And this is going to be a all new Iowa. And we have 2 versions of Iowa now. Which I fully thought that we would only have 1 version of Iowa. So very surprised that we're keeping the old Iowa but getting rid of 2008 Charlotte. Oh wow. It's got patched up here. Patched up in 1 and 2. Main thing is bump wise, what's it going to feel like? Grip wise, does this new surface have less grip? Is it going to get hotter because it's black? Are we going to see that portion of the track get really hot in the summer out in the sun? Set up a little higher. Okay. So we got the new Hy-V temporary seating there. See if we can notice a grip difference. You notice a little bit of a feel, but again, it could just be something I'm making up in my head. Grip wise, I'm not feeling too much different. I wish we had access to the UV or the, is it UV? Whatever the dev is. They were going to release it when they came out with the new track heat system, and then they never released it to us, but you could see where the heat was, how it built when cars were driving over it. Sadly, we never got that, but since you could see it live, anyone with a spotter was going to be able to turn it on and tell the driver where the track was heated up.
4.747.
I don't.
24.934.
Like, the bump's still there. Not quite as bad, but it's still there. I don't know what's different. Like, I get that it's graphically different, but not really feeling anything different. So I'm glad that we didn't lose the old track, but also very surprised because doesn't really feel different. I couldn't really feel a difference in the grip between these two, but definitely looks updated, much better. Got the oval over here on the infield. Wonder if we still have to use the old oval or if we get this oval for the Legends. But tracks look good. We got that Atlanta grass over here as well. So shadow flickering. Yeah. We got the airport back here. There it is. The scenery around looks way better. What do we got for gas prices now? Has Love's updated? Let's go over here and see. Come on, come on. 367, I think that's what it's always been. But yeah, that's Iowa. Kind of surprised that I didn't feel any difference, but I'm guessing as a race goes on, and with cars that I'm used to, I might be able to feel something. We got Michigan. Go check that out. Then we got Martinsville, Phoenix, Pocono. There's too many. I think Richmond and Phoenix are going to be the final two. Talladega doesn't really do anything for me because, and it's just going to be scenery. It's not like you're going to be able to feel anything. Richmond's definitely going to be weird. And then Phoenix, I want to see the new out of the track textures. Michigan looks nicer. The stands. What do we got over here? Got like a patio behind the pits. Can't say I've ever noticed that water tower. .3D fencing. See the bathrooms up behind the stands, I assume, or concessions on the second level. We are doing 203. Take it around the high side. See what we can get to the end of the straight. .205. Yeah, overall, my feeling on the drivability, extremely easy. But I know that will, once you get heat in the tires, that will switch. It kind of seems like that's just the way iRacing's going. So let's take a look at the new stuff here. So we got this little patio for people to watch. We've got, I feel like these are definitely all new. Got the garages behind. And yeah, the stands, everything updated here. I was looking at off of 4 were these bathrooms up here. Party porch, I assume, is this thing over there. And there was a building back here that I saw. It's just the entrance gate. Yeah, this has been in the game for a bit. And yeah, I don't know why I've not noticed this water tower before, but maybe it wasn't there previously, or maybe it just didn't look as good. That's Michigan. Let's head to Richmond. This one's just going to be a massive shock. already not having that banner on the side of this stand and seeing sky behind it. Just completely weird. Alright. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's different. Got a big old Toyota balloon on the backstretch. Oh my god, this is so weird. Modern NASCAR tracks. Half of what they used to be. A little patching there. Feel a little bump going over it. God, the nose drop on this car. Feel it.
25.
Okay.
1,
What I said about easy to drive, Richmond's still going to be a wreck fest. Getting power down all the way down the straightaway is 10 laps in, you're not even going to be going full throttle. Yep. Alright. So, Richmond, tough to drive. Grip. Grip is lacking. That's good, though. Yeah, those sounds are completely different. There's so much more bass to it than what the old car had. Okay, so let's take a look around. And the infield, way different. Got the tunnel over here with a shadow popping in and out. Got a red line going around the inside here. Red line is the do not cross. What? Got some weird shadowing happening. The shadow is under the painted lines back here. Weird. The scoring tower is very strange. Lots of flickering as well with it. Yeah, so the stands. We've got these all ripped out and turned into more of a bar seating, I guess. All of this ripped out, but all the bathrooms and concessions left over here. Backstretch, just empty. Toyota balloons. The stands have definitely been updated and given more detail. And then the front stretch, everything here at the fairgrounds. And Richmond should be off that way, I believe, but obviously too far out of town for that. So, yeah, lots of new. Looks good though. Grass is watered a little bit better here, and much harder to get the power down here, for sure. All right, final one. Let's take a look at Phoenix before this gets way too long. Where is Phoenix? Okay, we got more infield painting. Everything's very reddish. The ground, the hill looks amazing. This hill's still a bit glowy, but the bits, the shrub looks good. Oh man, just driving down this part of the track after being on the old Phoenix. So empty. This feels flatter. We got some red restart zones over here. I will not cross the dog leg in the Gen 4. We've already taken it to bad Atlanta. Don't need more bad voodoo. Yeah, I don't think anything's actually changed with the track, but the entry into the final turn.
9.432.
God, this thing is sketchy through that portion. Definitely has a much different feel to it all. We got a lot of popping over there as we come out of the corner with it loading those lights. Yeah, that's that is definitely showing this car across the dog leg is a bit sketchy. So for the track, let's take a look and see what all looks new. How did I miss pit lane? There we go. So everything in the distance looks amazing, way better. But you can't even see that on track, but still it's good for TV cams and everything. I feel like this is still just like awkwardly bright and glowing like the old graphics. I thought that was going to get cleaned up a little bit, but yeah. Got some helipads back here. And over here, what do we have? Did they get rid of the cool flag stand? Okay, no. It's still there. It's just not lit up. I hope it still lights up. It doesn't look like it lights up anymore, does it? Maybe it does. Oh, that'd be sad. It's the only cool thing this track had going for it. Yeah, so we got some more. I feel like this is more paint on the inside. Championship weekend, that's going away. Some shadow issues over here and that turn. Parking lot. And yeah, so there's Phoenix. And the new mountains in the background. So there is a look at the Gen 4 and some of the tracks. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.